Hi Yogi, welcome to Yoga with Alina, and today we have a 60-minute Yin-style practice. This is going to be a really exciting one. You'll be twisting all around, so if you have a bigger space than just one mat, please grab it. Maybe do 2 mats, maybe grab a carpet or a blanket or whatever you can grab, and take as many props as you can to make yourself feel comfortable. Get ready, get excited, and I'll see you on the mat in just a couple of moments. All right, guys, before we start practicing, before we start this beautiful flow, make sure that you have your strap and make sure that you have a big loop out of your strap. The bigger, the better, really. And once you have created that, you can just toss it aside. And we're starting this one in Supta Baddha Konasana with a heart opener. Bring one prop, one block underneath your upper back, a little lower than your shoulder blades, so that your heart is the highest space, the highest point of your body right now. Then you can bring the other prop underneath your head if you need to. You can also just let your head hang, or maybe your head can touch the floor here. You can pick and choose your sides of the blocks and the height of the block and all that good stuff. And once you've found your pose, you're just going to start relaxing your body into it. Now, this style of practice is so different from all the others. We're not pulling, we're not pushing, we're just being. So this is the time for you to start arriving into the space, into right here, right now. And this is when you disconnect from all the craziness of the outside world. And you're finding stillness for the next 60 minutes or so. Just being, just feeling, not doing. Simply feeling. Sensations, feelings, emotions, thoughts, all that. And then when you feel ready, you can start deepening the breath. Deep inhales matching long, long exhales. You don't necessarily need your ujjayi breathing for this kind of practice, but if that is something that brings you comfort, this is the time for you to activate your ujjayi breath. If you're doing that, the air is traveling up and down the back of the throat. You're going to start creating an ocean-like sound. In and out through the nose. The air is traveling up and down the back of the throat. And then one more thing that I want you to do while you're staying in this beautiful, beautiful pose is to set up an intention for the practice. Why are you here? What brought you to the mat today? What is it that's going to keep you here the entire practice? Very personal question. And once you set up your intention, you're going to start using your arms to start lifting yourself up to seated. No need to rush. Try to keep the legs exactly as they are. The soles of the feet are still together. The knees are still out to the sides. And once you get it seated, you're simply draping your body forward. You can let your head hang nice and heavy here. Or you can bring a prop under your forehead, in front of your feet, on top of your feet. Any height, any size, anything. As long as you feel comfortable, that's all that I care about. And maybe not even comfortable, but as long as you're finding comfort in the discomfort throughout the practice, that's probably what I care about.
relaxing your body, no pulling, no pushing. This is actually a huge challenge in this pose because it's tempting to start grabbing onto the feet, pulling ourselves, thinking that we're going to get deeper into the pose that way. But how about trust? This is the practice where we get to exercise the trust and see what happens when we're not trying, when we're not pulling, when we're not pushing. You're trying enough by being here. Can this be enough right now? Can you stop being a human doing for this 1 hour of your day? And get back to being a human being. Notice how the pose changes for you. As we're holding it longer, the sensations change. The emotions change. I want you to stay aware. Maybe take a mental body scan so that you keep noticing those little changes that keep happening. And as we get deeper into this practice, my voice is not going to be entertaining you as much. And you'll get a lot of time on your own with your thoughts, with yourself. Begin noticing how it feels. We're in our final minute of this pose. Actually, final 2 breaths. And with your next inhale, you're going to roll yourself back up. Vertebra by vertebra. Once you get to seated, you can grab onto your ankles and do a couple of cat-cows here. Maybe move your head, your neck around. Spend the majority of the practice in stillness. And whenever you get a chance to move, go for it. Good, and we're going to find stillness again and bring the hands under the knees. Separate the feet, bring the soles of the feet down on the floor. The toes are facing out, the knees are facing up. Soles of the feet are on the ground. Hands at the heart center in prayer, and without moving your feet, you're just going to drop both knees over to the left. Let's start with the left side because I kind of want to face you guys. I don't want to face back to you. Good. And we're going to create 2 90-degree angles out of the legs. If you're not there yet, adjust a little bit. Hands are going to start coming in front of your left shin, since we're starting on the left. And we're going to just relax here. If you want any props underneath your body, go for it. And yes, I know you're a bit off your mat. It's okay. Get used to it. Try to disconnect from the weirdness of this whole thing. And go with the flow. Quite literally, because a little disclaimer, we're going to start facing this side for a while now. So let this be an extra challenge. There's no right, there's no wrong in this practice. No pulling, no pushing, being observing, taking mental notices, getting to know ourselves a bit better with every breath, really. This is the beauty of this posture. It's the beauty of this practice. as we keep on these long holds, sometimes we forget about the breath. So I'm going to be reminding you throughout the practice, how's the breath going? How are you feeling? Are you still here, present on the mat? And I know physically you are, but are you here mentally? Are you aware? If you want to stay in this pose a little longer, I'm not going to stop you. But if you feel like you want a deeper hip opener today, this is my invitation for your pigeon. We're lifting the chest up a little bit. And you're going to slide your left foot down. You're going to send the right leg all the way back behind you. And you're going to send the left knee out to the side. Again, don't let it get to you. I know we're facing the side of the room. That's okay. And then you can relax your body. If you have props, if you want to use props, and this one, the props can go under your chest, can go under your forehead, or you can stay on your forearms. Maybe you can lower all the way down on the floor, or maybe you're using bolsters today, pillows, blankets. All that is a fair game. Take another mental body scan. The sensations, the feelings, the emotions, the change. It's funny how change happens when we're holding the stillness. Change is the only constant. Even when our bodies are still, physically, there's breath, there's movement of that air. There's so much movement that goes inside your body. You never really are in stillness. How amazing is that? We're in the final minute of this pose. As you inhale, you're going to walk the hands a little bit up, and then we're going to send the left leg all the way back behind us. And you can straighten the left leg all the way back as well, getting the blood flow back in. Again, we're facing the side of the room, and we're going to keep facing that. You're coming into your tabletop here, and we're going to bring the knees together. We're going to tuck the toes under and sit back on the heels. Make sure all 10 toes are getting some action here. You already know this is not an easy pose for sure. So if at any point it becomes a little bit overwhelming, you can always place a prop between the heels and the hips. But I really encourage you to close your eyes and try to stay with your toes tucked under the entire time. Let the weight of the body do the job for you. The gravity is doing the job for you. You're just being, you're receiving, you're opening up. What is it that you're opening up for today? What is it that you're creating space for in your life, in your body, in your mind? This is the time when you disconnect from the screaming mind. And know that your body can do it. The pose is safe. You're just being. It's probably one of the best tricks this practice has taught me, to disconnect from the noise, from the situation, from pain, from a lot of things. Whenever I need to. Just like a switch. If you have not found that switch for yourself yet, know that it's okay. It doesn't come naturally, at least it didn't come to me. But this is why you're in this practice. So embrace the journey. We're here for a couple more breaths. Nice deep inhale. And let it go. The next inhale, lean forward very, very slowly. You're going to start tapping out the tops of the feet. Letting go of the stretch. Good. And then the next part is going to be a little tricky. So we're setting it up together. Keep the tops of the feet down and just casually sit back on your heels. And from there, you're going to drop the hips over to the right and bring the knees to face what used to be the back of your mat. Then from there, you're walking the hands to the side of the room where you're looking right now. I know it's crazy, but stay with me on this one. And then you're going to lower your left ear down to the floor and straighten the arms out to the side. The hands are staying in line with your ears. Essentially, this is a deep belly twist, but you're staying on your belly, and for that reason, you're going to start feeling it quite a lot in your neck. It's a beautiful neck stretch. Very rarely we get those in this practice, so try to enjoy it. And again, knowing that the stretch is safe, you're safe. Can you just allow yourself to be in this one? close your breath. Maybe another mental body scan. Inhales and exhales are smooth. Or just being, just feeling. And no sudden movements whatsoever. The left ear stays down. Straighten the legs all the way back behind you, lowering down on your belly. You're going to keep looking towards your right hand. Slide the right hand underneath your right shoulder. We're going to roll on top of the left arm. Once you hit your max here, push the hips a little bit further forward, a little bit more to the front of the room, and then maybe roll a bit more. You can bend your right leg and step the right foot behind the left if you want, or you can keep both legs straight. If you have one you bend, you can maybe put the second foot down as well. All those are just options. Listen to yourself. I want you to really just keep the head down. Feel that stretch, that opening happening throughout the right side of your neck. And just feeling this beautiful shoulder opener. Now that we're starting to get into the shoulders, if at any point you feel any tingling sensation in the left arm, totally fine. Don't worry about that. Once we switch to the next pose and get the blood flowing, tingling sensation will disappear. The flow of fresh blood will rush back into the arm. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. In and out through the nose. We're in the final minute of this pose. Now the knees are bent. You're going to straighten them out again. And then simply roll on your belly. As you're rolling on your belly, reach the right hand all the way forward, or right in front of you. And bring the left arm underneath the right armpit. You're going to lower your chest on top of that left arm. And then relax the left ear down to the floor. Getting into your left shoulder from the other side. Good. If this is enough for you, you're staying here. If you need a little bit more out of this one, you can slide your left knee hip height. Just hip height, not the foot, but the knee. This is a tricky one, so think about it before you go into it. Whatever you're doing in this practice, you're still breathing, you're still feeling, you're still enjoying. Same thing with the previous pose. If you feel any tingling sensation, perfectly fine. I feel it too. Once again, this is the practice where you get to disconnect. And believe it or not, that's going to bring you closer to your body. Disconnecting to reconnecting. We're in our final minute of this pose. Knowing that maybe you can relax a little bit more here. You can let go a little bit more here, who knows? If you've added your left knee, you're going to slide the left knee back down. And to not overthink about this transition, you're just going to roll on your back. Once you roll on your back, grab your strap. And this is where you're really going to need it. We're going to bring the left knee into the chest. We're going into one of my favorite poses ever. That's going to be a hammock pose, where you place the strap around the ball of the left foot, straighten the leg all the way towards the ceiling, lift the head, and place the other side of the strap around the head. Now the head is going to be hanging nice and heavy, and you're just going to stay here. Relax the body. Just a beautiful pose. If the head is not hanging right now, then maybe you need to tighten the loop on the strap. Just a little tip for you. But once you get to the point where you feel a stretch happening down the left leg, you know that you're exactly where you need to be. Beautiful restorative posture. We're in the final minute. Just about 4 to 5 more deep breaths. Notice how it feels. This is the final pose that we have on the left side today. No more surprises. So can you enjoy? Can you find comfort? Now we're going to bring the hands to the strap. And first remove the strap from your head. And then bend your knee. You won't need a strap for a little bit now. Just bend your left knee into your chest and bring the right knee into your chest as well. You're going to start rocking side to side, up and down the spine. And eventually use momentum, rolling ourselves up to seated. Yes, again, you're facing a weird direction, but it will all make sense now, I promise. Keep the hands under your knees. Slide the feet out back to where we started. Knees are pointing straight up. The hands are going to come together at the heart center in prayer. Elbows are pushed against the knees. And then from here, drop both knees over to the right, which is going to be the back of the room. You're creating 2 90-degree angles for yourself. The right shin is parallel to the back edge of the mat. You're walking the hands towards the back edge of the mat here. And then you can relax the body. Now remember that embracing the poses for what they are. Not trying to make them what they're not. Pigeon is coming later. Right now, these 2 90-degree angles are getting us nice and deep into that right outer glute. Because we're on the right side now. To really feel it. Be here for it. You might start noticing some differences between sides, the emotions that the poses are bringing. Know that it's perfectly fine. How much more can you relax into this posture? How much happier can you make your body on the mat today? What is it that you're willing to let go of? What is it that you're ready to let go of? Transitioning into our pigeon if you're feeling it today. If not, you can stay in this pose a bit longer. If you're going with me, you're going to slide your right foot down. Send the left leg all the way behind you and then send the right knee out to the side. Now remember, I want you to be in these poses. The poses are pretty uncomfortable in itself. So I want you to be in them as comfortable as possible. So if you want to prop under the chest, under the forehead, if you need something, go for it. And this might be different from what you needed on the other side. This is the challenge of being completely aware, completely present throughout the entire time. Listening to yourself, giving yourself exactly what you're looking for. Maybe it takes a while to find your pose. But once you found your pose, this is what you really get to let go. Every pose can be for something different to let go, or maybe it's the same thing that you're working towards. Whatever it is, remind yourself of your why. Remind yourself of your intention. And just be. Two more breaths. With your next inhale, you're going to lift the chest out, walking the hands back. And you're going to straighten the right leg all the way back behind you. Getting the blood flow back in. Take your time with that. Good. And then we're going to come back to our tabletop. Still facing the back of the room, or what used to be the back of the room. Knees are coming together. You're going to bring the tops of the feet down on the floor and sit back on your heels. Now make sure the heels are not rolling out. We're getting into our shins, into our ankles. And if you need more out of this stretch, you can always grab any props that you have and bring it underneath your knees. If you're going for that amplification, relax your body once you get there. Make sure the heels are still not rolling out, because I love doing that. And just be there. All the variations that I'm offering, amplifications, they're just options. You're listening to yourself. You're giving yourself what is it that you need. Just being here. Feeling, finding joy. This practice is never easy. I know that. I'm practicing it with you. But where's the joy? Where can you find this joy for yourself? Something that's going to keep you on the mats. Not just your intention. Rather something that's going to keep bringing you back to the mat. About 3 more breaths here. Or lowering the knees back down if they're on some kind of surface. And then lean forward and circle out your ankles. Let go of that stretch. Not easy, take your time. Good, and then when you feel ready, we're just going to comfortably sit back on the heels. Again, knees are coming together. Now you can roll the heels out. That's totally cool with me. We're going for that neck stretch. So from there, drop the hips over to the left and bring the knees to face the right side, whatever the right side is right now for you. And then we're going to start walking the hands towards what used to be the back of the room. From there, you're going to lower your right ear down to the floor. And once the right ear is down, straighten the arms out to the sides. The hands are in line with your ears. And you're staying here. And essentially, this is just your deep belly twist. But because you're on your belly, you're getting into a nice deep neck stretch. And stay in the stretch. I want you to relax as much as you can, knowing that the stretch is safe. You can do it. Just be. Take another mental body scan, staying in this pose. Notice tension, sensations. Tension might have traveled. Keep constantly bringing your awareness to it. And then as always, your exhale is when you get to let go. Maybe there is something new that you're willing to let go of already. Go for it. Without moving the upper body, you're just sliding your legs all the way down. Keep looking towards the left hand. And you're going to slide the left hand underneath your left shoulder. Again, the right ear is not moving. You're going to roll yourself on top of the right arm. You don't have to go super far. This might be it. But if you're going a little bit further and you need more, you're pushing the hips towards your left side of the room. And then maybe you bend one or both knees. Now keep in mind, this side might be different, and that is okay. Listen to yourself. You don't have to take all the variations. You don't have to take all the options. Keep your left hand down. Keep the right ear down. Feeling a nice stretch going down the left side of your neck. And stay here. More than halfway through the pose. Just a few more breaths here. Giving this right side the same love, same attention we did to the left. Now the knees are bent like mine, or you're going to straighten them out. And slowly roll yourself back on your belly. Once you roll yourself back on your belly, you're going to reach your left hand all the way forward. Lift the chest up and bring your right arm underneath the left armpit. Lower down on top of the right arm. Left hand is going to come next to your left ear. That left ear is going to come down to the floor. And then you're going to drop your left shoulder on top of the right arm. And I might have said the left ear is going down. No, guys, the right ear is going down. But I'm sure you got the idea at this point. And then if you need a little bit more out of the stretch, the right knee is going to come hip height. Just the right knee, hip height. Make sure it's not your foot. Get mind-body connection, awareness. Think about it. And we're holding this. Getting nice and deep into the right triceps, into the right shoulder. Take your time. Breathe. Maybe check in with your intention once again. And then if you've added the knee, you're sliding it back down. Now we're going to simply roll on our backs. Super simple transition. Take your time with it though. And then scoot yourself back to the mat. You should be facing the good side, the side that is comfortable. We're grabbing the strap again and we're going to bring the right knee into the chest. Giving ourselves a nice loving hug, and this is where we'll get into that right hamstring. Bring the strap around the ball off the right foot. Straighten the right leg all the way towards the ceiling, and then place the other side of the strap around your head just above the ears. Once you get there, relax the body. Make sure that your head is off the mat. And then just breathe. No need to pull, no need to push. Letting the weight do the work for us, the weight of the body, the gravity force. How much more can you relax into this posture? More than halfway through the pose. We're going to hold this for about 3 to 4 more deep breaths. Knowing that the pose is almost over, can you let go a bit more? Any control that you have left? Your body knows what's happening, knows what to do. Just let it be. We're going to bring the hands to the strap and remove the strap from the head first. And then bend the knee, just toss the strap aside. You won't need the strap anymore. You're going to bend the second knee and your left knee and give yourself a nice hug here. And then this is where you're going to place the feet down on the floor. Lift the hips off the mat and place the prop underneath your tailbone. Once it's there, straighten the legs towards the front corners of the mat. Let the arms fall open, let the legs relax. And let yourself be in this beautiful restorative pose, this beautiful supported back bends, opening the hip flexors, keeping the body nice and heavy on your mat. If you're absolutely loving this back bend, you can stay here much longer. But if you feel like that's been enough for you, and you're ready to go into your final Shavasana, this is my invitation for you to get there. Just remove the prop from underneath your body and straighten the legs again, letting the body be very, very heavy on the ground. Whenever you get into your final Shavasana, I really encourage you to stay in it for the next 5 to 7 minutes, letting the body take in everything you just did. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, Yogi. Hope to see you back soon. From my heart to yours, Namaste.